Alright, Gemini, November the 2nd today. I did element readings yesterday, but for some reason, the first half of your reading got chopped. So there's only like 17 minutes. So I thought only fair if I came back and done like a bonus reading. But there's no way I could have done it yesterday. I was exhausted. I've done about 5 readings yesterday. So yeah, I was exhausted. So I said, let me come back when I wake up. I've been waking like crazy hours anyway. So I said, when I wake up, I'll come back and do a bonus read, but with fresh energy. So let's get into this. I've already shuffled in all the cards. What I'm going to do, I'm only, with the other readings, for the other elements, I pulled like 2 oracles as I was going down. So, but for this one, I'm only going to pull the one, just to kind of shorten the time. Nothing wants to come out. Fresh energy. That's the most important message. 3 cards came out. Not taking 3. It says a new beginning. It's come in and meditate and contemplate. That's what one card. It's the new energy that's coming towards the elements of air. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. There you go. So it says it's a time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. I believe this full moon in Scorpio we've just came out of that energy. So maybe something in the recent past has happened where something or someone was released. Let's go to what needs to be surrendered. What needs to be surrendered in this situation? Needs to be surrendered in this situation. Because this new energy is coming towards the elements of the Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. That's the energy. So it says surrender to inner peace. It says cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In a quiet meditative moment, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. I put one of these mermaid cards. At the end of the last reading I did, there's an advice card that I pulled, and I read from that advice card. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull up this mermaid, and it's a new deck for me, so I'm going to read out of the book whatever card comes out as the advice, rather than reading the chakra advice like I did in the last video. So let's see the advice for the signs of Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius going forward in regards to this moon energy. So you've got innocence. So I'm going to read this from the book. There you go. Bear with me, I ain't got my glasses on and I'm kind of reading with like this a lampshade here. So it says focus on innocence as you navigate through the current situation. The purity of your innocent heart will guide you and protect you through the challenging times. This mermaid protects her heart, for this is the home of innocence. This delicate but yet strong part of ourselves can feel or appear corrupted as we journey through life, yet in truth it's always pure. Innocence is a protection against the harshness of life. Staying true to the innocent heart is the correct course of action. If you're caught up in a legal battle or court case at this time, this card appears in your reading your innocence is highly likely to be revealed and upheld, as long as you hold on to your integrity and honesty. If this card appears alongside the truth card, the meaning of both will be amplified. Whatever you've done in life, remember that your soul is internally innocent. We all have the ability to connect with our original childlike essence of innocence, even in adult life. Innocence has no age limit. It's a natural state of being that you can reclaim right now. Living in innocence has a magnetic beauty that others will be drawn to instinctively. They will wish to be in your presence, for there's an aura of purity surrounding you. Is someone around you taking advantage of your innocent nature? Perhaps they are mistaking it for gullibility. Remember that your innocence is also your strength, and it will serve as protection in times of need. When the innocence card in the same spread as gentleness, there's a greater power of this message. Integrity is the word that popped up there for me. Alright, so I'm going to pull one romance. I pulled two in the last reading, I'm just going to pull one. Oh, got through. And the cards want to come out. Definitely feeling that shielded energy, that protection, guardian of the heart, blockage energy. So it says pay attention to the red flags. So for some air signs, there's a need to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Bottom of that deck, healing family issues. So let's pull a card to see what this is about. Pay attention to the red flags. This is the red flags that needs to be released. This is the negativity that needs to be released in this situation. So tell me more please about, it's a time to release and pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, and there's a need to be softer on yourself. Some feels like they may be at a stalemate. It says stalemate, stuck and stagnant. Stuck and stagnant. Sorry, there's actually something stuck on my card. No growth or development. Let's pull one of these little cards for that. Yeah, someone's just not in the mood. Someone's really in a stuck energy. It says not today. It says not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, cool, person, boundaries, still angry. Again, communication came up in your last reading that got cut off, that I still uploaded. The other card that came up was not showing true feelings, hide personality, pretend, delude, gaslighting. so let's pull some paper for this. Like someone's being triggered in a relationship, someone's emotions are being played with, someone's being seen as innocent or naive. There's a saying, somebody's kindness is being taken for a weakness, I feel like. Tell me more. I think this came out in the last reading. Message. Somebody's expecting a message. It was in regards to some kind of justification, some kind of court legal system situation. Tell me more people about this message. Yeah, gift. One more card. Official person. Yeah, I believe these are repeating cards. I can't remember. I know they're definitely repeating cards from readings I done yesterday, but I can't remember if it was in your reading I done yesterday. So let me clarify. I want to clarify this message. I pulled 4 cards yesterday. I'm just pulling 3 for you today with this deck. I feel like there's a message coming in. Could be a letter, but it's already open, so maybe somebody's already received this message that they just don't want to hear, just don't want to open it today. Okay, so 2 cards just came out. So we've got bad health and distant horizon. Bad health and distant horizon. Tell me more please about this official person. Tell me more please about this official person. Maybe somebody's over anticipating, waiting. Somebody is waiting impatiently for something to come. Maybe some kind of financial gift coming in. It's causing somebody bad health, overthinking it, waiting for it, can't wait, no patience in the situation. But it's in a distant horizon. Whatever this is, it's in a distant horizon. It's coming in, it's just not here yet. Clarify for me that. Beautification. This is another repeating card from yesterday. So I'm just going to replay this. Okay, so tell me more about this distant horizon. Because 2 cards came out clarifying gift, and this one I balance out. So I'm going to clarify the distant horizon in regards to this message that's coming in towards the air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Clarify for me this message that's coming in from a distant horizon. Maybe it's about the ending, the completion of this legal situation. Because 36, 9, break it down to 9, that's completion. So maybe something's coming to an end. So now somebody can get their health back on track. High honor. they can live their full potential now, without having to worry about all of this legal stuff that's going on. Tell me more please about this distant horizon and the messages coming in. That's too many. Okay, cards that fell, definitely all repeating cards that came yesterday. But I just want one card for this distant horizon, clarifying this message that's coming. Stubborn energy. Or at least secretive energy. Somebody doesn't want to really talk about all of this. Like what's done is done. I'm hearing. Tell me more please about this distant horizon, this message. What's the message coming in from this distant horizon? In regards to this new energy of releasing negativity for the element of prayer. Most important message that the signs of Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius need to be made aware of in regards to this message. Alright, nothing wants to come out for that, so I'm not going to force the energy. Tell me more please about this judification. Clarify for me please judification of this official person. As a official person here, clarify about judification. Maybe something, and the 30th literally just popped up at me. I mean there's numbers all over this table, but the 30th, maybe 30 is relevant to somebody. Maybe the 30th of November, maybe the 30th of last month. Tell me more please about this judification and this official person. Alright, Keeper said not today. Keeper said not today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull. Tell me more please, Divine Feminine, in regards to this message in the distant horizon. For some reason my screen is going blue and green and all kinds of colours, don't know why. Still recording. Separation. Yeah, so this message, like I said, is in regards to some kind of legal situation that there is possibly a separation. So tell me more please about this judification. Yeah, somebody's been waiting impatiently for this decision to be made. But in the meantime, it feels like they've been doing some form of healing within themselves, maybe to relieve an anxiety feeling, stressful feeling, sleepless feeling, lack energy. Because this fell over on the gift. Healing fell over on gift. That's what I want to clarify next. Tell me more please about this gift. What's this gift that's coming in towards air signs? Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. What's this gift? Or maybe some people's realizing that they've got a gift to heal. So this is. Tell me more please about this gift that's coming in towards the air sign. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Right over 1 minute. Okay, so that's boundaries. Yeah, so somebody's done the work within themselves and they've learned. Let me read this out for you. So it says boundaries: making self-care a priority, being direct, turning into one's feelings, and practicing self-awareness. So somebody's gift is that they've learned to love themselves. They're putting in the work into themselves, whereas before they were probably giving away more than they were receiving, that kind of energy. So that's a great gift for someone to of being in the energy of anxiety and all of that heavy energy, sleepless nights, lack of low confidence, low self-esteem. If now that this is coming in after or during all of this separation leading to a legal situation, someone's seen themselves as a high honor now, with the high honor card. Someone's seen themselves after a moment of being impatient, probably learned that there's nothing that they can do. When you realize that this is God's time. If you go back to your reading that I've already uploaded, it says this is God's time, not man's time. Sometimes when we're forced to be in a situation that we've got no control over of how it's going or what direction it's going to go in the outcome, that's the word I'm looking for. When we've got no control over the outcome, we've got nothing but heal to do. So during that process of healing, somebody's learned to set their boundaries. So that's the gift, that someone's learned to love themselves, put into themselves what they need. I think that was the Water Elements title. Put into yourself what you'll put into anybody or anything else. Okay. I'm going to pull some tarot. And see what's going on. Even though I pulled tarot yesterday, but I mean this is a different, well, I think it's the same energy to be fair. So after this healing, what's coming towards air signs? Element of air, Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. What's coming towards whoever this is resonating with at this time? What's coming towards in regards to this beautification, setting boundaries, separation? What's coming towards the air signs? The Sun. That's a good card, a great card, the best card in the deck. If you want anything to come towards you, it's definitely the Sun. Some people could be dealing with a Leo energy. Tell me more about what's coming towards the signs of air elements, Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. What's this energy that's coming towards air signs after this beautification, legal situation, separation? King of Cups. Light-hearted energy, true energy, genuine energy. Tell me more please about what's coming towards air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Got here the Emperor, but the Emperor's in reverse. Again, maybe someone needs to, the card that when I was shuffling, pre-shuffling, surrender to complete healing wanted to come out. So maybe somebody needs to surrender to complete healing. Maybe they've begun to do the work that they need to do on themselves. Or maybe it's just once this legal situation's finally over and done with, this Emperor can then go in the upright and stand in his true power. One more card, please. I feel like there's somebody out here who's looking into certain things as well, like astrology. I mean, this is a new deck for me, so the illustration is quite new, so I'm looking at some of these for the first time. And I'm seeing here with the Sun card, this almost reminds me of the Magician in other tarot. And he's got, it's almost like he's looking at the planets around him and everything. The sun's in the middle, so something's been illuminated to him. Some form of understanding maybe. Or some form of direction. Magician in the tarot is Gemini energy. So tell me more please, one more card please. King of Cups. That's water, and that's water energy. The Emperor, Aries energy, Boss energy. So there's 7 of Cups here. Flew out in the reverse, but I'm going to put it in the upright here. Kind of pick it up on both sides. So 7 of Cups is a card of choices, but being careful of the choices that you make, because not everything is what it seems. Deception. I'm sure something like that was read in the Mermaid card, but I read that at the beginning of the reading. So being careful, paying attention to the red flags, is what the 7 of Cups is indicating also here with the tarot. So I'm going to clarify the Sun card for me here. What's coming towards air signs? Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. What's coming towards them with the Sun? Definitely could be talking to a Gemini. Lovers cards come out, which represents Gemini zodiac. So there's some form of choice that's being made here, in some form of connection. Tell me more please about this King of Cups. Okay, this is the 10 of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Cups in the reverse is signifying some kind of breakdown. Like there's like a disloyalty, like with the dog there and the cat. Yeah, there's been some kind of shift in this home environment. In the upright, look at this, how this, and I said this in one of my other videos, I can't remember which one now, but the cat and the dog is living in some kind of harmony. There's harmony here between two people, two different people, like species, or because cat and dog, they're not the same, but look how they're living. But it's in the reverse, so there's been some kind of breakdown, which is indicating here with this King of Cups. That's Cancer energy, well, water energy, Pisces also. So it could be that I'm talking to an air sign who may also have water in their chart, in their moon, their sun, or their rising. Tell me more please about this Emperor in the reverse. Five of Swords. Yeah, maybe at one point this Emperor was saying and doing anything that they had to say or do in order to win this legal situation. It's a card of somebody winning at all costs, not being very mindful in the things that they're saying, nitpicking kind of energy. Tell me more please about the 7 of Cups energy, who this is resonating with at this time. 7 of Cups energy for air. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Cups here. Yeah, so there's some kind of choice that somebody is wanting to make in regards to some kind of union, some kind of decision wants to be made. Tell me more about this decision with the Lovers. This choice. The Lovers card. From the first Lovers. Yeah, somebody wants to come out of a stalemate. That's the card that was also there, a stalemate kind of energy. They want to move forward. Tell me more please about this 10 of Cups energy. 10 of Cups energy. We've got the Hermit. So maybe somebody had some form of break up with a Virgo energy, possibly. Or it could just be that somebody has looked into this relationship, this connection. Tell me more please about the 5 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Swords here please for this Emperor in reverse? the Hangman that come out. It's in the upright. I feel an impatient energy, but in this time, through certain things that may have come to the surface, somebody's had enough time to look into themselves. Someone's perception is changing or being changed in a situation. That's what this time, this impatient energy has been about. This is God's time. So when we want something to happen tomorrow, the Most High is not going to allow it to happen until He's seen that somebody or you've done the work that you need to do, seen the things that you need to see in order to do something different. Once that cycle is wrapped up and finished and completed, it's coming to a completion, but there's still things somebody has to learn. There's still a little bit of ego that somebody needs to pattern up. Tell me more please about the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups there? Two of Cups. So we've got the Page of Cups. So somebody wants to make an offer. A small offer, a gesture even maybe, but it's a small offer because we've got the Page of Cups. Pages are young, it's young energy, immature energy, ideas even. So someone's just probably got an emotional thought, not necessarily an act, but it's just a thought. So this is the option. Somebody's looking into their options, the possibilities of what they can do going forward. What is it that the Hermit's looking into? This card wants to slip out. What is that? The Four of Swords. Yeah, this is that kind of rest and rejuvenation. That's that health energy. Someone's looking into how a situation's affecting their health, their well-being. Tell me more please about the Hangman. King of Wands. King of Wands. I feel like someone's, it's either that or this, or I'm talking to an air sign again that may have fire in their chart, or somebody who's dealing with a fire energy. Maybe someone's had a change of perception of how they see a fire energy, or maybe this is how somebody's seeing themselves. If I'm talking to air with fire in their chart, maybe someone's now tapping into their drive, their passions, their confidence in putting that foot forward and coming out of limbo and doing what it is that they need to do, that drive in order to turn this emperor around. Do that work you need to do on yourself. Tell me more please. I was going to say about the King of Wands. The Queen of Swords is here in the reverse. So maybe this is, I'm talking to somebody who may be dealing with a Queen of Swords, or maybe a Queen of Swords is dealing with this King of Cups energy in this legal situation. Maybe she's now maybe she's the one that's looking into her health. She's the one who's speaking, I was going to say her truths, but the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. I mean, I don't want to, she's not a nice energy. She's a very stern, I mean, she's a stern energy anyway in the upright, but in the reverse, we're talking about a manipulative energy. Somebody who, let me tell you, Swords is air energy, so this is your energy, air energy. But in the reverse, we're talking about somebody who's manipulative. Swords represent the mind and come from communication. So it's either there's no communication with a Queen of Swords right now. A Queen of Swords is in no communication with their counterpart, with their emperor, or it's some really manipulative energies going on around here. Tell me more. Yeah, this is the Two of Coins. Someone's juggling. So this is a situation that there's a third party energy here. It's the reading's starting to get a little bit sticky. So there's definitely third party energy. So maybe this legal situation is due to a third party situation. I'm seeing King of Cups on the board. I'm seeing the Emperor on the board. I'm seeing the King of Wands on the board. and I'm seeing the Queen of Swords on the board. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 different energies, possibly even 5, with Gemini card out. But let's just say that the Queen of Swords and the Gemini could be one energy. But either way, someone's got a decision here to make in this breakdown of the relationship. And it looks like somebody else in this same connection wants to move forward and make an offer to somebody else. They're looking into their options. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. Tell me more please about this offer coming through with this Page of Cups. I believe this offer coming through is from the Magician. So someone's definitely looking into what they can manifest in regards to making an offer. Tell me more please about this offer, this Magician. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Someone, it's like some combat. Get this man, how he's crawling through, like he's being through something, like feels like a war is coming out of, like survival, like shit. By the skin of their teeth, they just come out of this situation. I don't even mean to laugh, but it's just the way how I'm seeing it and visioning it in my mind right now. But it's in the reverse. This person, after a terrible breakup, something that was burdened on their back, just wants to manifest something new. What is it that this Magician is wanting to manifest? Definitely manifestation. The three of Wands has come out. Someone's looking into their shit, like what's coming towards them, the things that they can bring towards them. I see somebody looking into what's on this shit. What's on this shit that the Magician's looking towards at this time? 8 of Wands. Some form of move, maybe the movement towards, or some form of communication maybe. I see an arrow there. Maybe this person's got their eyes set. Tell me more about this 8 of Wands. What's the direction of this 8 of Wands? What's the direction of this 8 of Wands? So again, the Magician, who I thought I saw in the Sun card, that's Gemini energy. So I could be talking to a Gemini here. So what's the direction that this Magician's sending this 8 of Wands energy? Where's this 8 of Wands energy being directed? To the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups again. There's an offer being there's an offer wanting to be made here with the Knight of Cups. Normally you see in the normal tarot there's a horse and a knight on the horse with a cup, but there's no knight here. So it's just a thought. I see this just as a thought right now. It's just an option out of maybe 7 different options. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups energy. Five of Cups. Someone just wants to move out of a place of hurt and sorrow. They don't want to cry over what's happened in this past anymore. What's the intentions of this Knight of Cups? Coming forward with this thing. What's the intentions? I think someone just needs to surrender to complete healing before they try to move on. Yeah, someone needs to, Strength cards come out. Someone needs to surrender to complete healing. Again with the 9 of Swords. You need to release the past, find your strength within yourself. Wait for certain chapters in your life to close up before moving forward onto a new chapter or a new cycle. Because if you do that too quickly, you're only going to carry through the same energy that you did in your last cycle. And that's not good for anybody. You need to be able to put in that work for yourself. Surrender to complete healing. Be patient, don't rush anything. What's for you can't pass you. Again, going back to the title of the last video I did for you. This is God's time, not man's time. Again, the card that came out in the last reading is communication. Communication needs to be had. Open, honest communication. Bottom of the romance deck was healing family issues. Heal the issues that you need to heal first within this connection. Close this cycle up cleanly before moving on to a new cycle. Whatever's for you is for you. It can't pass you. If it was meant to be, it will still be there when all of this is cleaned up. Heal the things you need to heal first. Alright, I'm not going to pour any more tarot. I'm just going to pour some self-care healing advice. So it says, watch a movie. Just relax. Look, got a cat. Got a cup of tea. Got a movie roll. Just relax, take time. This is gonna happen in God's time, not man's time. Let me just pull one more self-care card. Two came out. It says, clean your space. Again, it says, connect with your womb. Understand who you are. Connect with yourself. Connect with your true divine self. Whether you be a divine masculine or divine feminine. Divine masculine connects. Connect with who you are. Your masculine energy. Connect. Bottom of that deck says, look to the stars. Let's pull some advice for who this is resonating with, if anybody. Cards are talking today. I'm not gonna pull any more. First card that came out said Twin Flame. It says your passion ignites. It says criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magnetically or magically transform. It says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow the guidance. It says passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Just be patient. What's for you can't pass you. Strongly believe that. I'm going to pull one manifestation card because this is one of the cards that was missed in the first read. Card that came out says our little babies are also thinking beings. It says the child is thinking on the day it enters your environment, and so beliefs are easily transmitted from adults to children. The child is vibrantly receiving your fears and your beliefs even without your spoken word. So give thought only to that which you want, and your child will receive from you only the vibration of those wanted thoughts. This shows me that there's children around, so there's children looking at somebody. So maybe somebody's in the energy of feeling low right now, low energy, like a depression kind of energy with the Nine of Swords that came out here. But it was in the reverse, which is a good thing. So now it's time to show whoever it is that's in this energy. Show now those that's around you in your environment, be it your children, that even in times, hard times, yeah, sometimes we fall down, but we get up again. And that was a song that was playing in my head, before I started this read. I can't sing it, so I'm not. But it's like I fall down, but I get right back up again, or something like that. Might be more familiar if you play the song, but it might resonate with somebody if you play that song. But yeah, I always say, like, we're never too old to learn and we're never too young to teach. There's lessons to be learned everywhere. So maybe you just look at how vibrant your kids are around you, how they're just so full of energy. Pull energy from somewhere, but what you need to do is just keep on moving. This is going to happen in God's time, not man's time. I'm going to leave the reading there. That's your bonus reading for November.